Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager Creator Team here on the PC with Nissan. We're in the back half of Season 1. Last night we had a fantastic race at Monza, but tonight we're heading to Baku for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And based off our performance last night, there is a chance that we might be able to steal another point or two tonight as well. Similar sort of characteristics in some respects. Very long DRS zones. If we can stay close, we have a chance. Where this circuit is a little bit different is it doesn't have the same flow as Monza. Monza is flat out for a good chunk of the circuit. This has a lot of very short little squirts between 90-degree corners, and that might prove to be a bit too much for us. So we'll see how things go, but this is a circuit where the walls are very close. Safety cars can happen, even red flags, and that could bring us back into play. So while we won't have the same optimistic chance of points as we did last night, I think there is still a little chance that we might be able to steal something. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we can take advantage of whatever the game throws at us and see if we can steal one or two more points. That would be amazing. Right, let's take a quick overview of where we are. We're in the middle of September. This design center boost is about to shut down, so we've managed to fill it up with projects. We've got two more design projects going through, a chassis and a suspension. We actually have already, I think, even more suspensions waiting to be built. I think I've probably built the wrong thing here. Warehouse. Yes, I have. So we built a Mark IV, and now we started a Mark V. Damn. If I thought about it, I would have done it the other way around on these two. I would have done a side pod and then a suspension research project. Never mind. It is what it is. If this is still going when we get back from Baku, which I don't think it is. No, I mean, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at manufacturing. We've got a spare underfloor in a day, but I was thinking maybe if I could get another project going in a day, but I can't. So, yeah, probably shouldn't have gone for a Mark V suspension. So it looks like it might not be much of an improvement over the Mark IV that we just built or just designed. That was silly. This will be a nice little improvement, though. And then, as you can see, we've got some good research going on for next season. So, what do we have in terms of spare parts for today? One spare chassis, one spare front wing, one spare side, one under, with another underfloor coming. So, front wings might be an issue. Don't have any money left to build any more parts. Not until after this Grand Prix. So, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Both drivers are looking pretty happy again. As you can see, pretty good stats. Porsche's stats are a little lower, so I'm guessing he is the driver that's doing the photo shoot in this sponsor period. We'll check that in a moment when we go to setting our targets. And I think that's everything we need to take care of. So let's take a quick gander at the standings. Let's do it on the actual standings page, shall we? Ferrari comfortably top at the moment, 65 points clear of McLaren, matching them for points in the last Grand Prix. McLaren have been closing the gap, so that was Ferrari sort of putting their foot down a little bit and arresting that decline in their points gap. But it's still Lando taking the initiative in the driver standings. A win last night ahead of a 2-3 finish for Ferrari means that Lando is pulling out 10 more points over Sainz in the Drivers' Championship last night, and he now sits 32 points clear. So Will today be a similar story? Let's set our targets first of all. So it says no effect on either driver. We've got head of aero, but we do have a race day appearance, and I think that's affecting Teo, given that his stats are lower than Mick's going into this Grand Prix. I don't know why it doesn't show it here as an effect on Teo, but I'm pretty sure that's where that little dip in his stats has come from. And let's head to Baku.
Greetings from Azerbaijan, where we're back in the country's capital. The spectacular Baku city circuit will take drivers right through the city streets, from the narrow roads of the old town to the wide highway alongside the Caspian Sea, where cars will be fighting wheel to wheel this weekend. Lando Norris delivered for his team in the last race and will head into this weekend with plenty of confidence. Can the Brit bring it home in this round too? Let's see then how the weekend unfolds.
Good evening, Dino. How are you today? Hello to everyone else lurking in the chat as well. Oh, I forgot about the weather. Yeah, we've got a very, very wet forecast for race day. That probably has just killed any chance we had of more points. Completely forgot about that. Never mind. We need to get our car prepped and ready. We'll go with that engine. I think should get through practice. ERS, we will get through with that one. And then gearbox, let's go with a 16% gearbox, shall we? Fuel for Baku. Baku is 15 laps if you want to do 2 runs in the session. So we are going to go for 24 laps of fuel. In fact, I'm going to go for less than that. I'm going to go for 22 laps of fuel. I am good, Dino. A little hot and sticky, given the temperatures today, but apart from that, pretty good. How about yourself? Got to go with that engine. The 6% won't get through an entire practice weekend, I don't think. So we'll save that for when we have a sprint. We'll go with that ERS. And we should have a new gearbox now. There it is. So we'll have to stick with this one because, again, those are only good for a sprint now. It will be a penalty for Porsche when we put that new gearbox in. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight or if I'm going to do that at Singapore in our next race. Need to think about that one. Might be better to do it at Singapore, where there's still a chance it'll be dry. We'll wait till race day, I think, here. We'll take a look at the forecast and see if it's going to start wet and then go dry, or start dry, go wet, or if it's just going to be wet all the way through. So we've done the parts, we've done the fuel and the driver plans. Now it's time to put the setups on the car. It's similar to Monza in the sense it has a very low front wing and a pretty low rear wing, but instead of being in the sort of 9 to 9.5 range, we're in the 10 to 10.5 kind of window. I think we'll start with a 10. Let's go with a 1.5 on the front, just so we've got a little bit of leeway there for other changes. Let's go with a 2.8 on the roll bar. And Baku is one of those circuits where the window for the setups is quite narrow, in the sense that it's usually not far away from these kind of values. It's normally quite a low-ish sort of camber, somewhere in this kind of window. Toe's usually quite high. It can come down a little bit, but it's usually quite high. And the roll bar is usually sort of a 3.7 or a 2.8. It's in that kind of window. And the rear wing, 10, 10.5. Front wing, somewhere between like a 1 and a 2. So it's one where very small changes need to be made. It's not like a circuit like Abu Dhabi where you can have vastly different setups. Now, they should end up being pretty similar across the two cars, I think, when all is said and done. So let's go with a little bit more rear wing on this one. Let's go with a 10.5. I'm looking at that gap and I'm thinking maybe I've made a mistake on that, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll go with let's go with a 2 on the front wing. We'll go with a 3.7 on the roll bar. And we'll go with a 2.9 here and then a 0.9 here. Let's see how we get on. So Mick's got a terrible gearbox in terms of Porsche, so Porsche is going to be much quicker through practice, so we'll make sure he goes out first. And let's hit the track, shall we?
Should be green now.
Gonna hit 30 plus tomorrow until Tuesday. Let me have a look at what my forecast is suggesting.
Copy, radio check.
Okay, copy.
Right, so it's 23 at the moment. It reckons 28 and then 29 over the weekend. 33 on Monday. Then 28 on Tuesday and then back down to 22 midweek next week. So, yeah. It's going to be an uncomfortable weekend. Monday in particular looks like it's going to be very uncomfortable.
Copy. We need to now.
Okay.
Got a new fan. Need to figure out exactly where I want to put it in the room to try and not just cool me down, but keep a good airflow heading towards the computer as well.
I am not fully ready, okay?
Because that thing's going to get quite toasty over the next few days. Yeah, probably a regional difference. I'm using the BBC weather app as well. I don't know what app you're using. But I never take them at face value. I always take them with a little degree of, you know, it's not going to be exactly these numbers. It is going to vary a little bit. I always take it as a nice kind of ballpark figure. Because they're usually reasonably accurate within a degree or so. And there you can see the difference in gearboxes means that Porsche is currently about 2 seconds a lap quicker. Maybe that's been down to traffic. Let's no, it's out 1.2 seconds on that lap. Let's see what it shakes out as. 1.7. Looking at the best times, it's 1.4 seconds difference on their best laps. Now 1.8. So yeah, that gearbox is definitely worth a pretty substantial difference in lap time.
What was your feeling from the car?
All right, see, 84%. That's not bad for Teo. This is the one where I was immediately a little iffy as to have I underdone the front wing or the rear wing, and I might well have done there. 91% for Mick, a little bit closer.
So very good in the car.
So a little bit of work to do, but nothing too substantial. Esparza, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. All right, heading back to the garage. Victor's here as well. Welcome, Victor. All right, Antonelli is in for Mercedes tonight. Anyone else? Colapinto's in for Williams. Iwasa's in for RB. Pietro Fittipaldi's in for Haas. That's it for rookies. And we have got some damage powertrain-wise, by the look of it, to Antonelli and Piastri. Let's take a quick gander at what those are. So Piastri, worn out battery. Antonelli's in for Russell.
Copy for the tree. Pit limiter.
There he is. Engine. So if they go orange during practice, they will get switched out in time for qualifying. No, I don't want that. That's what I want. Let's take a look at what we need to change. So that is too high. Let's bring it down to a 10. I'm going to push that out to a 2.8. I'm going to bring the front wing down a little bit. Push that up just a little bit. Let's give that a go. And let's see what we need to do with Mick. Everything's just that little bit off look. I need to find 9%. So let's start by having a look at doing something like this. How's the season going? It's actually going a lot better than I was expecting. We've had 2 races where we've managed to steal points. Monza last night and Monaco earlier in the season. And that has kept us above, you know, the likes of Williams, Sauber, Haas and Alpine. So we're actually in 7th place on just 4 points at the moment. And we've got a good old scrap going on between Ferrari and McLaren for both drivers and constructors. And there we go. That is the escalation Oscar needed. So that'll get swapped out. That battery unit. And he'll get a new one for the rest of the weekend and onwards. And that is the end of practice 1. Let's get back to the garage. So let's see. Let's go with 20 laps in this session. 20 laps. There we go. We've made our changes. I'm expecting to see some very interesting results from our feedback here. Let's hit the track in session 2, shall we?
Green, 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 green. do what you need to warm up.
Copy, copy. Copy, copy.
Do out lap now.
Copy.
All right.
Copy.
Speed them up. Let's see how we do. No! No, 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 no.
Now here we are at the final corner. But oh, they can't avoid making contact. And they'll have to pick themselves up after that.
God damn it.
And clearly then, not what everyone in the garage would have wanted to see.
Wow, there goes Mick. Damn it. Well, we've made some good changes here. We're not where we need to be there, but I don't know about these other two values, so we'll just continue the run. Well, there go a load of practice parts. Schumacher's going to get the penalty for that as well, apparently. Great stuff. I saw a yellow flag pop up and I'm like, oh god, no, don't tell me Porsche has binned it as well.
Like
it's not, it's
Hulkenberg's had a bit
Hulkenberg.
of trouble.
I was like, please no. Yeah, that was my reaction about 2 minutes ago. Ah, dear.
Give me a
94% overall, okay, but still need to find quite a bit of time because we've lost quite a bit of track time, so we have to keep running until the flag. And Mick is effectively going to have to run the entire session, I think. And Mick now definitely needs to take engine penalties. Because a smash of that size is going to wipe out the powertrain as well as pretty much every part on the car. I think that's going to be a complete, total write-off, every single piece of the car. Oscar's got a penalty, so maybe he's got a part penalty. Because he did get that new powertrain part, didn't he? He's got a new ERS. That must be his third one then. And Mick has the 3 places. I'm not looking forward to this. How bad is the damage? It's going to be horrific. No, I don't want to click this button. Oh, well, wow. The side pile and the underfloor survived. Everything else died. Wow. Okay, so replacement chassis. Replacement front wing. Replacement rear wing. I don't have a replacement suspension, so we're going to have to roll Mick back. Engine. At least it was our worst possible engine. So we're still good on engines. ERS, yeah, we now need to take another ERS unit. Damn it. And at least it was a really bad gearbox. So we're good on gearboxes for Mick for the rest of the season. Unless he does that again. In which case, not so much. Let's take a look at the partial feedback we've got. It's not much, is it? That's really not all that helpful, Mr. Schumacher. I'm worried about that being so low, but I just get the feeling I might need to do those changes. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna have to run him for pretty much the whole session, I think. Right. Little tweaks for Teo. Up or down? Let's go down. Let's try that. So that's both drivers having a big wreck. Oh no, actually no. Porsche still leads 3-2 now over Schumacher because Porsche wrecked twice in one weekend.
Full focus on brakes and warm up of the front tires.
Yeah, copy.
Didn't get a really good angle, so I couldn't really see what was happened because all we saw was just
Copy.
smoke and dust and body parts flying everywhere. We couldn't really see the contacts at that angle very clearly. So I don't know if that was a just penalty or not. All right, let's check our feedback windows. 95%. So we actually went down slightly with Teo. We're at 49%. We're going to need to run him again. Let's call him in. %85% for Mick. We've gone horribly wrong with Schumacher somewhere.
Oh no, no. That feels really good.
Okay, copy.
Damn it, I'm going to have to run him again. So we broke our rear wing, but we fixed the cornering. Still haven't fixed this. That does push it slightly that way. Isn't that where we were a moment ago? 95 to 95, I think it is. So let's go to a 2 then. Let's bring that down. That should hopefully fix that. That's now different. It's right on the edge. Let's see if that works. And I would have loved to have left Mick out, but with such a big disparity on setup there, need to call him in, figure out where I've gone wrong.
Good entry.
Pit limiter on. Stop pit position.
Okay, so both our quartering and oversteer are well off. So let's start by moving that. That means that has to go back to a 2.8. Put that there because we need to bring that back up. And then we need to up the front wing a little bit to there and hope that that doesn't break the straights. Let's go with that. We should at least get close with that if we don't nail it. So Russell still hasn't gone orange
Tires were very cold.
on his engine.
I'm not fully ready, okay?
So that's potentially going to be a problem for him. We want it to wait until it goes till the race now before it goes orange, because then there's a risk that he might retire and move us one step closer to a point. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time to get a full run out of Schumacher. Oh, we've got a red flag, and that's session over. There's less than 20 minutes left in the session, so that's it. It's going to be a complete red flag. Albon's binned it. And there we go. Damn. So we are very short on Schumacher here. We might be okay with Teo. Assuming we've got the setup right.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
Drivers will have to be at the top of their game here in Baku, as mistakes can prove costly on a street circuit like this. But having tackled the twisting turns, the long main straight awaits, providing a fantastic opportunity for the slipstream.
And here's a driver there's been quite a focus on recently, Karun. Valtteri Bottas.
They weren't as quick as I expected them to be in practice. They'll want to land better lap times than that today to earn a solid position on the starting grid.
What does today have in store? Only time will tell.
Heartache and misery. I think. Alright, let's see. What feedback did we get? It's looking encouraging. We know that broke, so hopefully that's fixed. That looks good. That's good. That's good. We don't know about the oversteer, but I'm hoping that's going to be good. So I'm pretty confident about Porsche. Let's give him best engine we have. Let's give him the new ERS. Please don't destroy this. We're going to stick with this gearbox. And then Mick. Stick with that gearbox. What feedback did we get? It won't be as much. It's not very helpful at all. It's the one thing we weren't even worried about at all. And it's the one thing that we got feedback on. So we're just going to have to go in blind with Mick completely. I have no idea how good it's going to be. I do like to think that we're definitely going to be close, but he's not going to be hitting, you know, this high up on the bar. Might sneak into high confidence, but let's find out. Qualifying is next. So, Russell's engine still has not gone orange, which means if it goes orange in qualifying, it'll be changed out, and that will be a breaking of parc fermé. So that will mean a pit lane start if it goes during qualifying. My hope is it doesn't go until the start of the Grand Prix.
This is a good position for us. Go on.
All right, looks like we did nail it, or get very, very close to nailing it with Mick. He's actually looking pretty healthy there. Healthier than I was expecting. Porsche looks as though he's nailed it as well, or is incredibly close. So, quite pleased with how that's turned out.
Tires are good. Go, go.
Just keeping an eye on the pit lane to see if anyone's going to pop out in front of Teo. 36.6 for Mick. .9 for Teo, down 0.3. Russell's only a 10th quicker than Mick in that opening sector. Evening, Bill. There's a 144.7 for Mick. Not a bad lap.
Really slow in lap.
Half a second quicker than Teo. George is up, but only by a couple of tenths. This sector, though, might make it a bit more substantial.
Copy.
No, just a couple of tenths. Wow. Very good. Very good indeed. It's very early days, though. Very early days. Let's see who else is on a flying lap. Alex Albon and both of the Saubers. Valtteri splits the difference between our two drivers. Show up to the line. Goes slightly quicker. He gets within a tenth of Schumacher. We might actually get in the way of Albon here at the very end. We might block him as we're heading to the pits.
Pit limiter on, please. Stop in position.
And we do.
Pit lane.
Very badly. Porsche getting in the way. And that's going to kill Albon's final sector.
We're going to stop in our box.
Yeah, I think Albon could have been right up there with Schumacher, maybe even ahead of Schumacher, but he lost so much time there. This is the first of the big heavy hitters. Evening, Wayne. Oh, is he going to get held up? Is he going to get held up by the Sauber? I think he did. A 26.3 in the final sector. Stroll does a 26.1, which goes purple, so you can imagine that would have been a 25 something. Let's see what Piastri does across the line. in the final sector. This will be a clearer indication because the Ferrari is not quite as quick as the McLaren, but this is going to be an unimpeded run to the flag. It's a 26.0. So yeah, I think we were looking at least a 25.9 for Sainz in the final sector. They lost about 3-4 tenths maybe.
Got your mirrors, not sure who's pushing, who's not. Work as much as you can on brakes and tires.
Copy.
All right, Lando, championship leader, goes purple in the first sector.
So main focus, scrubbing the tires now.
Okay.
Charles Leclerc's about to start his flying lap as well. He's driving up to the line now. There we go, crosses the line to start. See, oh, that big traffic. And that's cost Norris. He's still looking pretty decent though in the first sector, in the middle sector, sorry, 41.1. But that's definitely will have cost him something. And 25.9 in that final sector, which I think is what we would have seen from Sainz had he not been impeded. Right, our drivers now getting ready to have a crack at the track.
Last time's not too bad actually. Let's get going.
The tires are now in the window, come on.
I'm hoping Mick doesn't get blocked by Piastri here.
Let's go, come on, eyes forward.
He does. It's going to be a bad first sector for Mick. Luckily, it wasn't too long a run to the final line. Just about get through there without too much issue, but it's not going to be a brilliant first sector for Schumacher here, I don't think. Yuki pops up into 4th place. Porsche has done a 36.7. What does Mick do? 36.8. So he's not that far off. Not that far off. Considering he got impeded a little bit by Piastri and then potentially by Zhou as well, I think that's not too bad. In fact, no, I don't think it's Zhou. I think it's Valtteri. No, it's got to be Zhou. Yeah, it's Zhou. Right, 41.7 for Teo, 41.7 for Mick. Here comes the all-important final sector. Mercedes gets out of the way. So Porsche will be unimpeded up to the line. He improves up to P16. Mick doesn't improve at all.
Currently P13.
And we have a yellow flag. It's Teo. God damn it, Teo. You're on an in-lap. How?
Now we're watching the action closely here. Oh, and a fairly substantial crash there. And that's a tough one to take for both driver and the car.
Well, he's going to lose a front wing now.
Watching on
Can't
in the
replace
garage,
that.
That really must have been a hard
Oh,
one
god
to take.
damn. I've just realised I don't have any more of those. That means either I emergency manufacture or I start him from the back of the grid, which I think is where I'm going to start him. Do I think I can get an improvement out of those tyres? Not really. Oh, look at that. We did nail the setup 100%. That's awesome. So both drivers have been in the wall, although slightly a lot more spectacularly for Mick. It's not impossible that Teo might get through. Although, given where Hamilton is, I think it's unlikely. Even Albon as well is more likely to improve. Let's see, where is Hamilton at the moment? There he is, on a hot lap. Where's Albon? Through the castle. Albon's got some clear traffic, so he's okay. Hamilton might have a little bit of traffic in front of him. It's a 36.6, no improvement for Albon. Hamilton is up in the first sector, but he's slower than Zhou and Gasly. Maybe Hamilton doesn't have the pace to actually get out of the drop zone here. .41.9 for Hamilton. He's down 0.3 to Zhou in the middle sector. Albon goes up to 13th. That knocks out Teo. Zhou goes up to 11th. That hasn't changed Porsche at the moment. Hamilton doesn't get through. He is out in 17th place. I can hear Dino and Farah cheering from here.
Tires are okay.
There's a lot of traffic in front of me. I hope a good chunk of them are on flying laps. But I might be safe here. Gasly is done. He hasn't got an improvement. So he's at risk at the moment. Valtteri is out. Magnussen's on a flying lap. Oh no, not traffic through the castle. .35.9 for Leclerc. He's absolutely flying right now. Mick has not found an improvement yet. Magnussen improves, he's up into 11th. Hulkenberg is going even quicker, so I think Mick is about to get eliminated here. no improvement. Leclerc is on fire right now. Hulkenberg goes up to P8. Mick is out. And Leclerc obliterates the field. He goes nearly half a second clear on that final lap there. So both of our cars are out. One is going to be starting from the back of the grid regardless. So I think we're going to have to put the gearbox in and just take that penalty. We're already starting from the back of the grid. So might as well get the penalty out of the way as well. It's not going to have any impact on us whatsoever. Charles Leclerc puts it on pole position. Sainz in second, then it's Piastri third, Norris fourth, Verstappen ahead of Ricciardo, Tsunoda ahead of Perez, Stroll in ninth, Albon is 10th, and that's concerning. Then both Haas are up there as well, Hulkenberg 11th, Russell 12th, 13th for Magnussen, 14th for Logan Sargent. We could see Haas and Williams scoring points here today, which is not good for us. Let's take a look at Russell's car. It won't let me see it because we didn't take part in that session. So I don't know if he's changed his engine or not. Damn.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race.
Baku has been the scene for some major on-track battles, like Vettel and Hamilton fighting for the lead back in 2017. Will we see more drama this year, I wonder?
Drivers will be battling it out on the streets of the Baku City Circuit, a real contradiction of a track. From the long main straights where the less drag the better, to the tight turns where downforce is a necessity. Teams are going to have to work hard to get that balance right. The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
Okay, so we are starting on wet tyres. Inters. We're starting on inters. So, Oscar has got that penalty. He's starting from... Why am I in the pits? Never mind, I'm going to be in the pit lane anyway. Oscar's starting 13th because of his new ERS unit. George is not moved. He's still 11th, so his engine is still yellow. Mick has a 3-place penalty, so we're down to 20th with him. God damn it, I'm so glad I didn't put a new gearbox in. I can do it now. Jesus Christ, he's killing everything. Oh my God, look at this. God damn it. Never rains, but it pours. At least we got the setup nailed, for what it's worth. Let's take a look at the strategy then. We're starting on wet, but the track isn't wet enough, so it must be ramping up pretty quickly. Is it worth trying to gain a little bit of track position on the inters? This is a race where we don't need to change tyres. The AI might, but I'm thinking if we start on inters and we absolutely hammer them, and then we change to a set of wets somewhere, I don't know, maybe around lap 7, lap 8, we've got a chance to, at the very least, gain a load of confidence by overtaking cars while the track water level isn't great. and then just run to the flag on those tyres. We are almost certainly going to have to run them like that to keep the temperature in them. But I think that might be the better way to go. Alright, we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to go really, really aggressive at the start. See if we can capitalize on the lower water level and then dive into the pits for a set of wets. We might see some other guys starting on inters as well. We might see a lot of people starting on the full wets. I don't know. I honestly don't know how they're going to do this, but it'll be interesting. That's for certain. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix is next.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. The calm composure of Sergio Perez amongst the hustle and bustle of the grid.
Absolutely. Sitting in P7 and hoping to pick up a few points for the team.
And it looks like we're good to go. Here we go with the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Seeing a lot of cars on wets. Everyone's on wets apart from us.
Keep me updated on conditions.
We're already into peak confidence with Schumacher, and he's up into 19th, make that 18th place. Track's getting drier as well, look. '17th for Schumacher. Porsche's caught up and is already up into 20th.
Good job.
Doing a really, really good job.
Oh, you bastard, Gasly. We'll dive bomb up the inside here. We've got so much more grip. There's Porsche in the background, just there. He's up to 19th now. We're up to 16th with Schumacher.
Bravo,
We're going to
let's
lose
go,
a
come
huge
on.
amount of time when we do have to stop, but if we can maximize just how much position, if we can gain a load of position early and try and put some distance between us and the back of the field a little bit. More importantly, though, both of our drivers already in maximum peak confidence, and we are just knocking them down. Car after car after car. Porsche goes through on Gasly. Sets the
Good
fastest
job.
lap.
Keep it up.
How ironic would it be if, because this looks like it's going to be the wettest it's going to be all Grand Prix, if that actually becomes the fastest lap. There's a little bit of movement. That track water level just crept up.
Really, really good job.
Oh, late on the brakes there for Alonso.
Good job, mate.
13th place now for Mick.
Doing a good job. Come on.
Porsche's past Logan Sargent. He's up to 16th place. Another little bit of creeping on the water level. Porsche goes side by side and gets through on Alonso. That's 15th place now for Teo.
Good job.
And he's immediately going to make the move on Magnussen. Schumacher gets past Porsche and he's going to have a look at George Russell.
Bravo, good job.
Mick Schumacher is up into 11th place. Got to make hay while the sun shines, so to speak, even though it's raining, because we are going to drop a long way when we hit the pits for the full wets. But look at the state of the wet tyres here. Everyone is melting their tyres because it's far too dry for full wets. Those tyres are absolutely going through the roof temperature-wise. Let's take a look at Albon's tyre temps, shall we?
Good job, mate.
So they're all going to have to stop as well.
Gap 1.0.
His tyre temps are 122 degrees. I mean, we're hammering ours and they're just over 100. He's at 122 degrees on his wet tyres. They are not made for this little water. And the whole field potentially is going to have to stop for fresh wets. It's now a question of, we really can capitalise here. We're up into 10th place. We're in the points. Porsche is up to 14th. Schumacher's all over the back of Hülkenberg. He should get him here on this lap. We're a couple of minutes away from the big water starting to hit. And that's when our tyres are going to lose their efficacy.
Eyes forward. Eyes forward.
Look how much more speed we can carry through the corners.
Bravo.
Mix into 9th.
Okay, so we are P9 on
Porsche's up to 12th. He's going to have a lunge on Albon here.
Keep it
I
up.
just thought better of it. He's got the traction. This is purely down to tyre choice. We would not be able to make these moves like this without being on the right tyre. And look at the state of everyone's tyres already down in the mid-70s. Schumacher's up to 8th. This is incredible. Now the rain is starting to fall a little heavier, up to 2.4 in terms of water on the track. I was not expecting the water level to actually go down at the start of this race. It was started at 2.3 and went down to 2.1, and it's destroyed everyone's tyres, and that has kept us in the hunt, and it's actually given us a massive advantage because we've jumped all these places. We have the box, but now so does everybody else. This is where we're going to start to run out of opportunities to actually move forward.
Between the...
New fastest lap for Mick Schumacher.
You ready?
Getting that slipstream off the back of Sonoda. And if he finishes in the top 10, that is a bonus point. Yeah, now we are struggling. Porsche not able to get past Hulkenberg.
Oh, yeah,
So now that we have track position, let's rebuild the battery quickly. Because we're going to need to stop very soon to get off these tyres. In fact, we might have to stop at the end of this lap. It says wet in 3 minutes, but that's just because the next time check is in 3 minutes. It's going to be wet before then. I think we have to box this lap.
Box, okay.
Copy for box.
Okay, box.
Copy, box.
There is a chance there'll be a little bit of a delay here for Porsche getting in and out the pits, but it's better than leaving them out for an extra lap on tyres that are going to be in bad shape. That's a fault for Verstappen.
Copy, Peter.
Wait, my bad. Stand. What is this?
Mix in. Porsche's in. Oh, if ever I needed a good stop, that was it. And look at that, 2.5, nice and clean. Porsche able to roll straight in without a hold-up. Track has now gone full wet. And we are now well placed. We're actually ahead of Ocon. And look at the difference in tyres. Look at the difference in tyres.
Still going in.
Yeah, copy.
And both of our drivers in peak confidence. Ah, no, Porsche's just dripped out slightly. But much, much healthier than where we were at the very start of the Grand Prix. So you could argue we've kind of did all that work to go nowhere, but yeah, you could definitely say that in terms of position, but look at the difference in the tyre wear. That is the important thing. That will help us make overtakes. And when everyone else boxes, we can just, you know, get monster undercuts on some of these guys. Now, who's going to be first to blink out of all these guys?
Tires are with me.
Because we can go to the end now. Our tyres will go to the end from here. Nobody else's will. Or not without a serious lack of pace. And the water level is ratcheting up really quickly. It is going to dip back into territory very briefly here. We're going to ride that out, I think, rather than box into inters.
Copy.
This is where the field's going to start to spread out now as well. You already see the front three have broken away from everybody else.
Copy. Copy, copy.
My big worry now, looking at how little pace we've got on these wets, is that we don't make significant progress until people start boxing. And then we're going to be in an interesting position. Because we're just not able to make a move. We're not catching enough to have a look at the inside, despite having much more life in the tyres. So I think we just have to bide our time a little bit.
I need to over push it.
Copy that.
So now we're into the let's be patient part of the Grand Prix. Track water level's going to start plummeting again very soon, and we have to go super defensive on these tyres, otherwise they're toast. Just like everyone else's. And the whole premise for us now is that we do not stop again. Unless something dramatic happens. It's kind of a shame that when we were up in, what, 8th and 11th, that it didn't throw a red flag and we could have switched onto the wet tyres. Everyone else would have switched their tyres as well, but we would have been up in the points. And reset the race from there. Oh! It's a spin for Valtteri. And that has created a gap.
Copy.
Valtteri just clipping that inside curb, and that blocked us, unfortunately. So we have to sit and wait for him to get going again. There's now a 7.5 second gap back to Hamilton, but maybe, just maybe, this will now give us an opportunity to get past Valtteri.
Copy.
Hand down now, try to get a good pace.
Because he does not have a slipstream to Hamilton now. If we can get past him, we'll be quicker. It's just getting past him.
Close the gap.
Let's see, just not making any inroads. Ah, this is so frustrating.
Copy.
Make sure the batteries are full. Bring the tyre temps down just a touch.
Don't go crazy on the rears.
A couple of minutes away from this starting to plummet. But we've lost a big chunk of our undercut now, thanks to Valtteri. We've lost 7 seconds of our undercut. It's a pretty short pit lane, all things told. You only need about 18 seconds to get in and change your tyres. I really don't want to be stuck behind this guy. Looks like he might be trying to close the gap back up to Hamilton. Tyre temps are going up through the roof again. And now, here we go. Here comes the change in water level.
Copy.
So now we're going to start to see pit stops coming at some point soon. All of Pourchaire's confidence has completely bled away. Mick has almost lost all of his bonus confidence. This bit has not worked out how I was hoping it would. After such an amazing start.
Copy, copy. 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 Yeah.
And look at the gap now. You know, to the front runners. We were here. And now these gaps are all opening up. We're stuck in traffic. I need cars to start to box. Question is, when are they going to box? And I get the feeling they're going to box when the track gets down to about 2.5 mil and their tyres get down to about 40%. Which means we're going to still be stuck behind these guys for a while yet. At least Valtteri has taken some time out of Hamilton and co in front. He's lapping quicker than everybody up to George Russell. There we go, that's into territory. Tyre temps are going to start to skyrocket for everybody, including us. That's why I've been trying to cool them down preemptively. We've got Pourchaire's out of the temperature window. That's going to go back up again pretty soon. Mix are almost out of the window. why I'm not pushing the fuel as well, because that will increase heat in the tyres, and why we're driving in clear air. So we're not picking up heat from the back of the cars in front.
5 behind. Gap 1.5 behind.
Valtteri again lapping quicker than everybody up to George Russell. So he's clawed back about a second or so to Hamilton at the moment. Bad news is that Hulkenberg is still up in points at the moment. Albon's right on the edge of points. Porsche's tyre temps going up now as a mix. So our temperatures are not great. Let's see what Valtteri's are. Actually, we have to wait for him to cross the line. Let's see. Let's take a look at Sonoda. Up to 77. Bit warmer than ours, and they're going to go up even more. Ricardo's developed a fault,
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Thank you for that deep, insightful knowledge there, Crofty. Where would we be without you? Now we need to get past,
Copy.
or else our tyres are going to absolutely overheat
Copy.
in the dirty air. We're going to try and use our grip advantage.
Copy.
Let's see my tyre temps. 84 degrees. This isn't good. This is where our tyres start to melt. We need to get through. Come on, please don't make me throw my tyres up into a high setting. Right, we've got a slight edge. Can we stick it up the inside? We desperately need to. Our tyre temps are up to 100 degrees. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on.
You're doing a good job. Come on.
There we go. Thank God for that. It's not happening for Teo at the moment. But Mick is through, and now we've got a real chance to try and pull away from Valtteri.
Copy. Okay, copy, copy.
Where is Porsche's speed? I know he's running older parts, but where's his speed gone? Just unable to get on terms with Ocon at the moment. I don't understand why.
Copy.
Yuki's in the wall.
That area.
Take.
It's not going the way the team had hoped today.
And he's still going. So it's not going to throw a VSC, which is a godsend. Last thing I need now is a safety car or a VSC because it will destroy our race. And you can see the difference in time here. And to Valtteri as well. 1.5 seconds quicker. This is where we start to hopefully reap the dividends. Porsche is all of a sudden very close to the back of Ocon. I just don't have the battery anymore, annoyingly. Let's get him back in clear air to try and keep the tyre temps under control. They're 110 degrees. Yeah, Mick is dropping Valtteri and closing in on Joe pretty nicely here. Track water levels going back up and still no one has stopped yet. We're going to survive the really bad weather. Oh, there we go. Norris is the first to blink. So expect to see some pit stops from lower down the field this lap as well then. Brand new set of wet tyres. He's going to come out miles ahead of us. Even Albon's miles ahead of us, unfortunately. Perez is in. Tsunoda's in with his damage. Tsunoda's missing a chunk of his rear wing, so Tsunoda's race is done. Gasly's in. Still a few haven't stopped. Joe's in. Damn, we were actually closing in on Joe. I was hoping we could get an overtake on him. But it's freed up Mick.
Copy. Copy.
And we are out in front of Yuki Tsunoda, who's going to act as a bit of a roadblock here to Gasly and Joe, I hope, given the damage to his car.
So let's pick up the pace.
Copy, copy. Copy.
All right, I need Porsche to at least get one of these two. just for the confidence boost.
Copy, copy. Copy.
All right, there goes Piastri and Hulkenberg into the pits. Hulkenberg's going to get out in front of us. Damn it. We've jumped Hamilton. Porsche has jumped Ocon. And Hamilton. Hulkenberg is 8 seconds ahead of us. Ugh. But Ocon cleared out of the way. Valtteri stayed out, so he did not get that confidence boost.
Copy.
15th is where we sit. Science boxes from the lead. Wow, he had a pretty healthy lead as well. Nearly 12 seconds. Ah, no, Leclerc's already stopped, look. Okay, so this is a race against Norris. Max boxes. There's Sainz. So Ferrari have got a bit of a stranglehold at the moment. Leclerc 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds ahead of his teammate. Norris a little bit further back. I'm kind of stuck now. More stops happening in front of us.
To get a good pace.
Can we get past Magnussen? Yes, we can. There he is. So 14th place. We are going to undercut Sargent. We're going to undercut Alonso. Let's go to leader. So it's about 18 seconds for a stop. We are just a little bit too slow to undercut Albon. But we are going to get 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4.
Copy.
Ricardo's fault has escalated. What was the fault with Ricardo's car? Gearbox. So that's an orange gearbox. Russell's engine has just gone orange.
It had no torque initially from the PU.
There's 2 cars in front of us who are having some serious complications with their car. We are 20 seconds behind Georgian Albon. That's not quite enough. Hopefully we can find some pace. Albon boxes and we have a yellow flag. It's Magnussen. I meant to click on Tsunoda and I clicked on Magnussen. Turns out we found the right car.
Come on.
Alright, so have we done enough? I don't think we've done enough on Albon here. Sergeant, yes. Albon's turning. He's just going to pop out in front of us. There he is. There's Albon. We're up to 13th, but Alonso still needs to stop. George still needs to stop. That's good enough to put us in 11th. It does mean that Hulkenberg will go up to 9th. Albon will go up to 10th. So it'll be a couple of points available for these guys. Coming under pressure. Do we need to try and get past Valtteri now?
Any good pace?
Copy, copy.
Alright, come on. Come on, Teo. Make me proud here.
Come on, you have more there.
It's just not on. Ah, God damn it.
Easy, mate, easy.
Copy, copy.
Alright, back to Mick. We're not lapping quick enough to stay with Albon. Can't push the tyres though. So Ricciardo and Russell are holding everybody else up in terms of Perez and Piastri. Alonso is holding up Hulkenberg. Albon will start to close in on them. Need Alonso to stay out for a while now and hold up Hulkenberg. And if Hulkenberg gets through, hold up hold up Alex Albon. I really hoped I could have got an overtaken on Valtteri. I need him to box ASAP now. Despite being a wounded car, Tsunoda's car is still much quicker than ours in general. So yeah, Albon took a second out of Hulkenberg and Alonso on that lap. We're actually lapping slower than Alonso, annoyingly. Water levels coming back down. Let's save a little bit more tyre wear. Heavens are about to open again. It's going to get very wet. Should be full wets for the rest of the Grand Prix now. And importantly, if we do get a red flag, apart from Russell and Valtteri and Alonso, we're the only ones who have another set of wet tyres. Everyone else is on their second set. So if we do get a red flag, we can throw on full wet tyres. Everyone else will have to stay on the tyres they're on. We'll have that grip advantage, which means we'll be able to be more, or that wear advantage. We'll be able to be more aggressive with our tyres. Tsunoda has an issue behind us now. That might help take a little bit of the pressure off.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
Crofty once again telling us absolutely nothing of use. So what's wrong with Tsunoda? Battery. Ah, good. Battery helps.
0.2 seconds now.
Battery's quite important on this circuit. Right, mixed tyres are out of the window. The water's going back up again.
Full focus on warm-up of the front tires.
So this is the main difference you're seeing. Obviously the weather doesn't really help too much, but whereas the speed at Monza was kept at a pretty high pace all the way through the lap, apart from those two main chicanes at the beginning of the lap. Della Roja and Rettifilio. It's a lot of stop-start around this circuit, and that's having more of an impact on us because we're not closing up and staying close. We're kind of getting a little close, and then it's a big braking zone and a big acceleration zone, and we lose some ground, and we have to slowly close back up, and then it disappears on us again as Alonso finally hits the pits. So we should undercut Alonso here with Mick. There is Mick. Look for Alonso. There he is. So we are through on Alonso. Porsche's not going to get him, I don't think. Not even close. Alonso gets out ahead of Valtteri. He still needs to stop. That stop's going to be coming soon. Down to 41%. And the only other person still to stop now is George Russell. What is the gap to George? It is 19 seconds. Let's see if we can close the gap up a little bit before he stops. Maybe get an undercut on George. Oh, Stroll still needs to stop as well. But Stroll's way ahead of us. I didn't even see Stroll there. Magnussen's developed a fault. Didn't catch it in time, but I doubt Crofty would have told us what it was anyway. It's a far cry. Oh, that's not good. That's not what we needed. It's a safety car, although Ricardo's out.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Okay, safety car.
It's too early for me to box. It's too early for me to box and put myself on another set of wet tyres. It's going to undo all the work we've done to get to this point. Oh, is it going to go red? It might go red.
And there's been quite a crash.
Hulkenberg's hit someone. Oh, he just clipped the edge of Ricardo. And Albon's stuck behind him. I think we're about to go red.
Yeah, copy.
Did someone just hit the back of Albon? Or was this Albon hitting? Yeah, Albon clipped him. It's gone red. So now we can change our tyres for free. We'll hold position. Unfortunately, we're not going to get that massive improvement of grip that I was hoping we would. Ricardo's actually wearing the right helmet for a change. Look. Oh, Ricardo saying got hit from behind. He got hit from in front of him. All right, well, new wet tyres. We're going to be very fat on fuel now. But we're going to be in P11 with the fastest lap in the bag.
We're set once more. And soon we'll continue this race. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And I should have taken the opportunity, considering there was a red flag. We're going to take a quick commercial break before the restart. All right, let's get this restart underway, shall we? No, Fernando. Don't do it to me. Don't take that position away from me, please. Valtteri's jumped Porsche. Alright, looks like we managed to fight him off. Can I jump in front of Albon here as well? Doesn't look like it.
Currently P11.
Oh my god, 5 kilos overfueled, and in this weather it's going to be almost impossible to get rid of half of that. We're getting horrible flashing because of the severe weather. Valtteri's developed an issue. It's a big issue as well.
And as far as we can tell,
for God's sake, Crofty. So the annoying thing is Valtteri got that tyre change for free, as did Stroll, as did George Russell. Couldn't have waited 5 more laps, make them stop and then throw a red flag. That would have been glorious. But we still have that chance of a point. There's still a chance that Russell's engine could go bye-bye. And we could still end up maybe jumping over Nico Hülkenberg if he continues to burn his tyres out, because we know what that Haas is like. Weather has changed a little bit. We're now looking at a little spell of inters again before going back onto full wets. Might be worth taking the gamble of going onto inters and then just trying to tough it out for the last few laps. We'll have to play that one by ear when we get closer to that point. Keeping a watching brief on Albon and Hülkenberg at the moment.
Copy.
Up 03. Let's go, come on. Ice full.
We don't have to burn all of the battery, but it makes sense to use some of it at this point.
Gap 05. Come on.
This is going to be a race of being patient now. There's one potential roll of the dice still to come at the very end, but it is at the very end. So Valtteri's got gearbox issues. Doesn't seem to be really hurting him at the moment, does it? He's still pulling away from us.
Just focus ahead.
Copy.
Copy, copy.
Evening, Clark. So as things currently stand, with Hulkenberg in 9th place, that's 2 points for Haas. Albon will get a point in 10th. That'll put Williams up to 3. We're still on 4 points. If we can get into 10th place, though, if, let's say, George retires, Hulkenberg will go up to 8. That will be 4 points for Haas. Williams will go up to 4 points because they'll earn 2. We'll go up to 6 points because we'll get a point for 10th and a point for the fastest lap. But it will make things much tighter at the bottom of the field between us and Haas and Williams. Williams is kind of close already, but yeah, we don't want to really bring Haas into the picture as well, if at all possible. Oh, we have a yellow flag.
Try to keep going.
Spin for Joe. Doesn't help me.
I need a new pack after that.
How long till the move now, Clark?
Head down, eyes forward.
So I'm guessing it's going to be not going to see you much for at least a month.
Gap 09. Eyes forward, come on.
Oh, it's the safety car. Who is out? It's Joe. Oh, God damn it. Again, does not help me.
There. Looks like it's Joe Guan Yu.
I'm going to end up with so much spare fuel. It's ridiculous. The safety car's already gone through. The leads have already gone through, so they're not going to pick up the safety car this lap. I'm going to end up with so much spare fuel. I should have taken fuel out. I can't believe I didn't take any fuel out.
What's the current position? Copy.
Copy.
So here comes a potential gambit coming up. I don't think that's going to be a long enough period for us to justify switching to inters. Might be worth it though, just to protect these hards, these full wets. Safety clock turns up and immediately gets pressed into service. Got to take advantage of you while you're here.
Currently P11.
Copy, copy.
Still, that water level is climbing. It's going to start to come down soon. 6 minutes away from damp, according to this. I think I might, well, roll the dice with Porsche. I think I'll keep Mick out. It's going to take us a while to pick up the safety car at this rate. Safety cars approaching the castle section. Leclerc's only just crossing the line now. And the track's still getting wetter and wetter and wetter. But we are... Oh, there we go. Here comes the drop.
Box.
So we are going to take a gamble on Porsche. We're going to leave Mick where he is because he's in excellent position. He just needs one position gain to get 2 points because we have the fastest lap. The real risk now is that Porsche ends up taking the fastest lap away from Mick. What is the fastest lap at the moment? It is a 2:03.1. Seven and a half kilos of fuel in Mick. It's going to be nearly 8 kilos in Porsche. It is tempting to roll the dice with Mick as well. It's very tempting. But I'm not going to. It's a silly risk, given where we are. Just because it worked in the first part of the race doesn't mean it's going to work this time round. Even with Farrett. So we had a 2.5 second stop with Mick. I wonder if that was good enough. Let's have a look. No, it wasn't. Not quite. Now look, in 12th place. It was a 2.7, 2.8 second stop with Porsche. So we've got another chance here to maybe get a better stop here.
Okay.
If I'm lucky, I might just get out in front of Ocon. Oh, it's a 2.4. That's good enough. And I got out in front of Magnussen as well. Excellent stuff. Oh, Porsche's had to go super aggressive again. I imagine safety car's going to come in this lap. It's been 2 laps before we even caught the damn thing. Alright, the train is finally starting to form up. And the safety car is coming in this lap, as expected.
Safety car in this lap. We need to be ready.
Copy. Copy. Copy.
Copy. Okay, copy, copy.
Got to protect our tyres a little bit.
Safety in. Copy.
I don't want to lose a place
Remember overtaking from
on the restart.
Head down now. Try to get a good pace.
Hit me now.
Copy.
Ah, damn it, Alonso.
Copy, copy.
Good job.
Cool down. Cool down.
Copy.
Bottas is out.
Oh dear.
Or is he?
What a
Is it
miserable
battery
way
actually
to
for
bow
Valtteri?
out of this one.
I think it's battery, so he'll still be going. He'll just be struggling. No, it's gearbox. So Valtteri is out. Porsche gets through past Gasly.
Gap 07. Eyes forward, clean driving, come on.
Copy. Copy.
We get the overtake on Valtteri before he has to box. That puts Porsche into peak. He's going to absolutely steamroll his way through the field like we did at the beginning of the Grand Prix when everyone started on wets and we started on the inters.
Good job, Vermeer.
Magnussen, his fault escalates.
Have I got a power issue?
You got a skill issue. That was cruel.
Stay focused.
Copy. Copy.
Nope, there goes Sargent.
Let's try to do a bend.
Now we can see what happened. Everything's all right here. And round they spin. Oh, dearie me, you don't want to be doing that.
Understood.
Really nice, mate. Really nice.
Right then,
For Farah
we can
and
take a
Dino.
look Now we're watching the action closely here. There's the opening. And up into 14th they go.
Ocon runs wide, makes a mistake, does not have any impact on our race at all.
Copy.
Drop.
Come on, hold the place, hold the place, hold the place.
Copy.
Good lad.
Okay. Copy.
Taya's going to take the fastest lap here.
Copy.
We are faster than anyone now.
By 3 seconds. Oh man, the track is getting so much drier than I thought it would. It's about to get wetter again though. Oh, it's getting wet now.
You're doing great, mate. We are P9 on track.
Question is now, is there enough time for me to try and tough it out? I don't think there is. It's too long to go on these tyres. Oh God, I'm at 8.8 kilos of fuel.
Yeah, man, no stress.
9 kilos of fuel. Problems for Perez.
I'm having a very fast upshift.
That's gearbox issues.
Do your best.
Oh no! Sainz just took the fastest lap. How?
Box, box.
Copy, box. Mid lane. Copy that.
Good job, Mick. We're losing ground on the guys in front of us, but we've protected our tyres. Oh, I can't believe Sainz pipped the fastest, took the fastest lap there. It's kind of insane. Porsche's down into 18th. Back behind Ocon. The tyres are so much healthier. We should be able to punch our way through now. I'm just going to leave them like this, I think. No, let's not overdo it. Let's do it like that.
Remember the rears?
Copy.
This is not good. 4th place. Sorry, 4 points for Haas, 2 points for Williams. Chase is on now to see if we can get past George. Haas could be on for a boatload of points because we know that Perez has got gearbox issues.
Temperatures are looking okay. I know, man. Just keep it cool.
All right, we took a second out of George Russell on that lap. Our pace is definitely picking up now. We've turned our tyres back up. The temps are coming back under control. We've got a nice healthy tyre margin over Alonso and Hülkenberg, Perez, and all these guys in front. Hülkenberg is 7 seconds ahead of us. Perez 8. Perez is potentially a target.
Try to get him. Get him.
Let's let these cool down properly first before we start to push them. We're closing in as it is. Let's not melt them. Trying to rush our way up.
Cool down. Cool down.
Copy that.
Another point if we just get past George and just stay there. As long as Hülkenberg doesn't go any further forward, we will stay 7th, a point clear of Haas. But with Haas finishing at 8th, it does mean that if we stay tied on points, they will jump us because they will have had an 8th place finish against our 2 9th place finishes. Come on, Teo. All right, that is a move done on Ocon. Magnussen up next. We've got a massive advantage over Magnussen, and he has major issues with his car as well. We should get this done in the braking zone here. Through we go.
Try to keep the tires cool.
Copy, copy.
Let's see what kind of pace Porsche has got pushing his tyres. $11 laps to go at the end of this lap.
Push, push.
Currently P11. Gap 05.
All right, clean lap now for Teo. No pressure from behind, no dirty air in front. Let's see what he can do on this lap. Not really closing in on George at the moment, unfortunately.
We need to pass him. We are much faster than him. Come on.
Come on, Mick, let's go hunting. Ten laps to go. 10-lap race for a point to maintain our grip on 7th. Looks like George has picked his pace up. He's closing back in on Albon and Hulkenberg. Well, Albon. Hulkenberg has dropped away from Perez. That's good. I do not want him going any further forward. Starting to put a little bit of clear air between us and Alonso. And I'm glad I didn't take that gamble with Mick. I mean, we would have been further up the field when we boxed, but we would still have had to come out somewhere around here and then punch our way back up. Absolutely made the right call not stopping Mick for inters.
Copy.
Still can't believe Sainz stole the fastest lap.
Good, it's okay.
Porsche now getting close to the back of Gasly. I'd like to think this will be a slam dunk overtake, but I just don't know.
Copy that.
Not close enough.
Copy, copy.
Alonso's closing us back down again.
It's a long race. Come on.
Track water level is dropping, and that is looking like Inter's.
We are much faster than him. Come on.
Is anyone going to take that gamble? Yes, they are. They are boxing. So we have to.
Block now.
Copy for box. Copy.
Box, 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 box.
Oh,
box,
excellent. Albon's got a fault.
Guys, we D-rating. Cost me a lot that time.
Shame. Hulkenberg's in.
Good entry.
Albon stayed out. George has stayed out. Most of them have stayed out. Alonso has boxed.
P3.
Damn, I was hoping Alonso would stay out. Heart's pounding. It's drum time. It's a 2.6 second stop. We're held for Hulkenberg, but we do get out in front.
A pit stop issue.
Oh, man, we almost jumped him because he had a bad stop. You'll see us come through in a second. There we are.
What happened?
2.6, it's not quick enough. We're out in front of Ocon. Excellent. So that's less that we have to fight through. Oh, Perez's gearbox gets worse. Oh, this could make things interesting.
I'm losing power, man.
Eyes forward. Come on.
This is a critical moment of the race now.
Have 8 laps to go. 8 laps.
The tires are now in the window. Come on.
Leclerc boxes from the lead. Sainz has a chance to maybe try and get an undercut. Piastri's in as well. There is Sainz trying to get past Max Verstappen. And I think Max has just saved Leclerc. Oh, no, he hasn't. Sainz has got the undercut.
Come on. Eyes forward. Come on.
Albon has stayed out. Perez has boxed. Russell has stayed out. Hamilton's in. We could be on for some good points now. So could Haas, but where's Perez? There he is. Gets out just in front of Gasly. Damn. We had absolutely no indication that it was going to go back to Inter's earlier. It was going to be up here. Otherwise, I mean, look at that. I would have kept Porsche out. Actually, no, probably wouldn't. I mean, the amount of water that was on the lap, we'd have been so slow. But I wouldn't have probably stopped him the first time. I would have kept him out on the wets if I'd known we were going to get this inter period here. But there was no evidence to suggest it was going to do that. Right, have we managed to undercut Albon? He's going to come under pressure from Stroll. That's going to slow him down if he has to go defensively. Norris is in. Norris is not far enough ahead, I don't think. Sainz is still stuck behind Verstappen. And he's through now. And so is Leclerc. He's through on Norris. Is Max going to try and tough this out? He's about to get absolutely eaten alive by Charles Leclerc. It's a fastest lap for Hülkenberg as he gets up past Gasly.
Copy.
Tsunoda, Russell, Albon, all staying out, but now lapping 2 seconds, more than 2 seconds a lap slower than us. So we are going to get past all of these guys now. Has not worked, that gamble we took with Porsche, because it's gone back to winters again. But he's going to finish above 18th, which is the important thing.
Get on the rhythm, come on.
Copy. Copy.
Max is into the pits.
Yeah.
Mick is through. Gets the confidence boost. George boxes.
That's it, good job, come on.
We should be able to beat George out of the pits. Albon has stayed out. Tsunoda has stayed out. Those guys look like they're going to try and go to the end. We've got through on George. We're up to 11th place. Albon did a 2:03. He lost 5 seconds almost to Perez. He lost 4 seconds to us. Nearly 5 seconds to Hülkenberg. We got stuck a little bit at the end of that lap, or else we'd have been in the 158s as well. Alonso gets through on Gasly. Still, it's going to get even drier. We've already got position on Albon and Tsunoda if they box. If they don't, we're going to get them anyways. I don't think their tyres will last the last 3 laps at this rate. They're going to be absolutely screaming. $112 degrees. It's going to be so much hotter if he crosses the line. He's staying out. 119 degrees. Tsunoda behind him in dirty air is at 117 at the moment.
Copy.
And Hülkenberg has passed Tsunoda. We're just 2 seconds behind. Gasly's in. Porsche's now up to 15th. He just needs to finish in 18th and he's fine.
Gap 1.4.
Come on.
We're getting to the point where it's going to be a blue flag issue in a moment.
Copy.
There we go. We're through. That's Alonso. Sorry, that's Albon and Hulkenberg just there.
Copy.
We're into peak confidence.
Good job.
Less than 2 mil on the track. Albon's tyres must be about to ready to explode.
One ahead.
Look how quickly we're closing in on him.
Doing a really
We're into 9th place. That's 2 points. Hulkenberg in 8th place is on 4 points here. Albon's going to get gobbled up by Alonso any second here. And he's in the pits, and so is Tsunoda. So that's promoted Porsche up 2 more
3
places.
laps to go.
And he can still make the move on George Russell.
Yeah, no worries,
I need
mate.
to keep some battery in reserve for Alonso.
Copy.
This will be Mick's first points of the season. We've had 2 9th-place finishes already this season at Monaco and last night at Monza. Porsche got both of them. It's Mick's turn. Desperately want Mick to finish ahead of Hulkenberg if possible. I don't think we're going to have the pace for it though. And even with his gearbox issue, Perez is still lapping a second quicker than Hulkenberg. So there's no chance of anyone going further forward. Hamilton's up to 11th place. New fastest lap for Sainz. The lap times are way out of reach now.
Copy, copy.
It's going to be 2 laps to go. Can we hang on for 2 laps?
Two laps to go.
Both of the Red Bulls are in real trouble with their car, but it's not a good day for RB. Ricciardo's out. Tsunoda's down in 18th place with a broken rear wing. And he's still rapid though. It would be really, really cruel if Alonso jumps us at the end here. Lap times are going to continue to tumble. The track's just 1.4 mil. It's pretty much settled now. New fastest lap for Lando Norris. It's a 152.4. Alonso is almost in the 1 second window. We're not going to get DRS, so we've got that to save us. We're not going to get Hulkenberg now, but we've got to desperately hang on here. Hamilton can actually do us a massive favour by putting pressure on Fernando here. Oh, and Perez is out.
And yeah, a terminal failure. Absolutely gutting.
Perez's gearbox has given up. But it looks like he's going to try and stay out and make it to the flag. He's only got to do 1 lap. If he can get to the flag,
Okay, so 1 more lap.
he might box as he approaches the end of the race. He might box, and I don't know, given where Red Bull's garage is, whether or not he'll actually cross the line. I don't think he will. And now this is so important, because if Perez does retire, that'll be 6 points for Hulkenberg and 4 points for us. Alonso is all over us.
And there, that certainly looks like a terminal failure. What a shame.
He's out. His gearbox has gone. There he is. Crawling. He's in the wall. It's a yellow flag. We're in 8th place.
The car is on the wall. Watch for debris.
He's just driving. He's got no drive left.
I crashed.
He should have just gone straight into the slip road. But we're on for 8th place. And it's a full safety car. We are safe.
Safety car.
It'll be 12th place for Porsche. Albon's going to end up in 13th. Sargent in 14th. That's damage limitation for RB. Clark gets pressed into service once again. Nico Hulkenberg will take 7th place. That's big points for Haas, but we will take 8th.
Car is off track.
That's doubled our points tally in one race.
It's the end of the race.
Now, after the excitement of that race, we can now see Esteban Ocon.
And for them, it's P16 and no points from today's race.
And Carlos Sainz heading up to the podium now, the Spaniard adding another to his record.
Win number 5 is in the bag. They pulled out all the stops, pushing hard to earn that victory.
And before they get back to work, I think it's time to cool off here in Azerbaijan. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
Well, everybody, that's all from us here in Baku.
Meet us next at the Marina Bay Circuit for a breathtaking race through the streets of Singapore.
What a topsy-turvy race for us in terms of positions. Bad qualifying, starting on inters when everyone else is on full wets. We jumped multiple positions, then dropped all the way back down again when we switched onto the wets. Then we fought our way through a bit. Then there was the red flag, which kind of hurt our strategy a little bit after a very long safety car as well. And then we gambled with the inters with Porsche. It didn't really work out, but he still made it 10 places in the end, thanks to some late drama. Mick up 12 places, takes 4 massive points, puts him level on points with teammate Porsche, and puts us on 8 points in total. We'll be just 2 points ahead of Hulkenberg, but Sainz takes the win just from Charles Leclerc, and he got the fastest lap as well. That might well... No, it won't put him top, because Norris came third. But that will close the gap to Norris in the Drivers' Championship. Charles Leclerc will have only clawed back 3 points to Lando and lost 8 points to his teammate. So a season of such promise for Charles just doesn't seem to be clicking into place. Sainz has been so good this year, picking up the pieces, consistently getting on the podium. Same with Norris, and Leclerc's outright speed has not translated into a big points lead, unfortunately for him. Excellent result for Oscar Piastri, up 9 places, takes 4th place, and he will close down the gap to Max even more. Another 4 points taken out of him. Lance Stroll takes 5th place ahead of Max. Hulkenberg in 7th, Mick in 8th, Fernando Alonso in 9th. Hamilton gets a point in the end for Mercedes. George finishing in 11th place. Then it's Porsche in 12th, 13th for Albon, 14th for Logan Sargent, 15th for Yuki Tsunoda. Bad day for RB today. 16th for Ocon, 17th for Magnussen, 18th for Gasly. And then the retirements. Perez's car just dying on the final lap. Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu and Daniel Ricciardo all retiring as well. So the drivers' standings look like this. It's 6 wins in total and a sprint win for Lando Norris. He sits on 340 points, picked up 15 today. Sainz closed the gap by 11. He's now 21 points behind with his 5th win of the season. Charles Leclerc, with his 5 wins and a sprint win, is on 301 points, 39 off Norris at the moment, and 18 behind his teammate. Max is now very, very far behind. He's 98 points behind Leclerc and a whopping 137 points behind Lando now. Just 8 points for him today, and Oscar has got the gap down to just 5 points. So Max is about to lose 4th in the driver's standings, it would seem. Yuki Tsunoda has no points. He's on 94. George stays on 92. Perez on 84. Ricciardo on 80. Some really good points for Stroll there. He's on 51 points now. Hamilton gains an extra point. He's on 33. Alonso on 27, 6 points behind. Then it's Nico Hulkenberg jumping up into 13th place in the driver's standings. Schumacher jumps above Porsche because his highest finish is 8th, ahead of Porsche's highest finish of 9th. Albon drops down a couple of places as well. He stays on 2 points. Valtteri on 1 point. So the non-scorers are now Gasly, Ocon, Sargent, Magnussen and Zhou at the bottom of the table. Into the constructors' standings. 44 points for Ferrari, maximum points for them. They are starting to stretch away again from McLaren. The gap is 82 points, so quite healthy margin there for them. Red Bull very, very, very far back now, 287 points in total, picked up just 8 this weekend. RB, no points for them at all. So this is the first time in a while that Red Bull have actually outscored their sister team. So much needed little break there for Red Bull. It's a point for Mercedes. They're on 125. Aston up to 78 points now. We stay 7th. We're on 8 points. Haas jump up 2 places into 8th with 6 points ahead of Williams and Sauber on 2 and 1. Alpine, the only team now yet to score a point. And in the pit stop challenge, we did manage to hang on for some more points with Porsche there. It's only 4 points, but we need all the points we can get. Another good day for Ferrari. They get 1st and 3rd. McLaren 2nd and 10th. Red Bull getting 4th and 7th. So just single car point appearances for Aston, Mercedes, and us and Haas. So the standings look like this. McLaren are top by a, they outscored Red Bull by a point. They are top with a quickest overall. I'm not quite sure how. Maybe they have more fastest. No, they do. They have more fastest pit stops than Red Bull. That's why, even though their overall quickest stop is slower, they've had one extra fastest pit stop. So they are top, level on points with Red Bull on 321, and Ferrari are closing back in again. They outscored McLaren by 21 points, so on 273. So they are 48 points behind, but they're still very much in the fight. It's between these three teams, I think, who's going to win this competition this year. Aston in 4th, jumping above Alpine by 2 points. Mercedes move above RB by 3 points. Williams stay in 8th place. We move above Sauber. We're on 58 points. And because we don't have any fast pit stops, it does come down to time. And our time just that little bit quicker than Sauber. And then Haas bottom, but have picked up another couple of points again. So that's 2 races in a row that Haas have actually scored some points. There you see, our fastest stop for Mick was a 2.58, just not quick enough to get on the board, but not by a long way. Wasn't too far off. You can see it was a 2.50 in the end. So 800ths quicker, and we'd have been on the board. Slightly slower on the second stop. That second stop for Porsche, 2.466, was the money stop, and that's got us some much needed points in this competition. And both of our drivers get their sponsor payouts as well, so another 900k added to our bank balance. Let's head back to HQ and start prepping for Singapore. It's going to be another expensive break. We have a spare underfloor. Porsche's rating goes up to an 83 overall. Carlo goes up to a 64, but we don't care because he's leaving us for Mercedes. We are going to have a litany of destroyed parts in our inbox here. Yeah, it's not good. We lost 2 chassis, 2 front wings, and another front wing on the Spec 2 failed. We've lost a rear wing, we've lost a side pod, and 2 suspensions have been destroyed as well. Engines aren't looking amazingly clever, but we do have some life left in our parts. Let's see what the regulation change is going to be on the financial rules for next season. Wow, 9 to 2, that vote has passed. So it will be more money for teams that have finished higher up at the end of next season compared to this season. There you can see what those changes will be. So an extra 0.5% for first, an extra 0.6% for second, 0.7 for third, 0.8 for fourth, and so on and so forth. If actually, no, it's only 0.2, isn't it? And 0.3 and 0.4. So it's 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1 stays the same, and then minus 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. So as things currently stand, we're on for 8.4% of the total prize fund at the end of this season, in 7th place. If we were to finish there next year, we would actually lose an extra 10th of a percentage point. Hopefully we'll do better next year, though. Staff survey results. Positive for Mick, enthusiastic for Teo. Engineers are miffed, as always. Matt Harmon. I love Matt. He's never got a grumble, has he? He's always super happy. Dirk De Beer is always pretty happy. Has a slight issue with the car performance, but everything else is gravy. Aurelian is always a miserable bugger. Tuka's happy. That's good. That'll help his development rate. And I don't care about these two. Well, there's that spare underfloor. We have now lost the extra design center slots, but all those will continue, and then we will lose some of the extra engineers when these jobs, finally complete. So let's take a look at the situation we have here. It's not good at all. Install the replacement side pods. Okay, so I need to make more front wings, because we've got a front wing project going through, haven't we? Research project. So it's chassis and suspensions that are the new parts on the way. So everything else we're going to need spares for. I'm probably going to need another spare chassis anyway. Got 4 days till Singapore. That's good enough to get me a rear wing or 2 rushed. I've got a rush 2. I think, actually no, that'll be 1 spare. And then we'll get a second spare on race day. I'll go for that because I can't really afford to rush. I do need another chassis because we are down to just 1 chassis on both Spec 3 and Spec 2. So one of those fails and we're back down to our starting chassis, which is really bad. Really bad. So yeah, we'll have to make another chassis. We're down to 75k again. That's where we started this episode, I think. Let's check in with the board. They must be over the moon. They're delighted, and 3 delighteds in a row has got us back into happy on race performance. It was satisfied before tonight. That's excellent. We've actually got 3 points finishes this season. I didn't think we would get 3. I thought we might get 1, 2 if we were extremely lucky. And turns out we're up to 3 with maybe another opportunity still to come later in the season. Ooh. Happy days. Happy days. Look at that. 8 points. That is incredible. We did get a fastest lap, even though it didn't give us the bonus point for it. That's such a shame. Dear. Right, 4 days to go. What's the weather going to be like on Monday? It's going to be another wet race. It's going to be wet through practice, dry for quali, and then wet on race day. But it's only light rain, or is that medium rain? I think that might be medium rain. I think. Not sure. We don't have a weather report to hand that we can take a look at. In fact, no, we're too far away to see a forecast anywhere else. Let's take a look at our calendar, see what's coming up. We've got our SciPod research project complete there. That's where our suspension and chassis will be ready if we have money, which is, debatable now. Then we will have a chance to get these ready in time for COTA. And then, if not COTA, maybe Mexico. We've got another research project finishing there and there. We're going to get some sponsor money before we go to America. And then our final ATR period just here. And that will be a rear wing project so that we can get our rear wing up to snuff ready for next year. So a little bit of stuff coming up. That is how things currently stand in both the drivers and constructors standings. And if only we had a slightly healthier bank balance, we could fix up some of the damage that we sustained with 2 more retirements this weekend. But at least we actually came out of it with some pretty handy points. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight's race. If you have, drop a thumbs up. That would be awesome. If you're not yet subscribed, why not consider subscribing as well? And on top of that, make sure you hit that bell for notifications on when stuff goes live. I'm just going to very quickly load something up for you, hopefully. Yes, here we go. So, let me... Ha. It's not letting me show what I want to show. I can't figure out how to do it. Basically, I was going to show you my Steam library. I have picked up today a copy of... Let's bring that back up. I picked up a copy of Frostpunk 2 and City Skylines 2. So both of those will be coming to the channel very, very soon. I'm going to spend the weekend just kind of familiarizing myself with Cities 2. And then we will start a Cities 2 Let's Play, in the coming days. So do keep your eyes peeled for that. I've been wanting to do that and promising to do that for a while. I finally picked up a copy today, so that will be coming to the channel very, very soon. And my first experience of Cities on a PC with access to mods. I did very nearly buy the original Cities because that is also on sale, but I just didn't want to have to drop a fortune on all of the expansions that I would need for that, and pay for City Skylines 2 on top, and then play Cities 2 and not really, do anything with Cities. So we'll give Cities 2 the run. We'll go with that. I've just got the base game at the moment. I haven't got any of the expansions or anything like that. I'm going to, as I say, explore what I need, for additional bits and bobs over the weekend, and then we will try and start a Let's Play on that at some point next week, I hope. So, plenty of stuff to come. Hope you will check those out when they go live. Until then, that's it from me, though. Enjoy your weekend. It's the Austrian Grand Prix this weekend, assuming that it doesn't get rained off. So have fun watching that. I will be back with the Singapore Grand Prix on Monday. Until then, that's it from me. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all with more F1 Manager very soon.